Hello, people. Good day. Welcome to today's newspaper review. Welcome to this webcast that has people here already. Good morning, morning diaspora. Thank you for always being here. Good morning, my people. Good morning to our viewers. Good morning to every live watch. Good morning to you. Good morning to you that have joined us online. Good morning. In the comment section, I've posted the link if you'd like to join in today's broadcast. Please click on the link and you'll be there. Don't forget, guys, to share this video, like, and invite a person or two to come join this broadcast. Welcome to today's newspaper review. How are you? I was yesterday. I hope you are safe where you are. Okay. Our first paper for today would be Daily Trust. Daily Trust. Promotion of Osinbajo Aisha Buhari's aides, ADC's raises dust. Promotion of Osinbajo Aisha Buhari's ADCs raises dust. Officers promoted 2 steps ahead of contemporaries. Loop-sided promotion killing discipline. This is from a retired CP. And the IG has told aggrieved officers to write formal complaints. This promotion as is not sitting well with colleagues. That is not sitting well with people of the Nigerian police force, and it never does. Every time the president uses his veto power to promote someone, he always gives this promotion to people who are not even credible for the position. And of course, when somebody is not right for the position and you give it to them, they don't know what to do. They just go there to misbehave. So the IGP has told aggrieved officers to write a formal complaint to that order, that if anything can be done regarding that. Reps probe 5-year fuel subsidy, alleged 2.9 trillion naira diversion. 2.9 trillion naira diversion. That's a whole lot of money to be diverted to anywhere. We need answers. We need answers. VP slots. I use fate hanging as crisis over Okowa selection worsens. Organ harvesting. FGI as lawyers for Ekwerimadu as Senate sends delegation to UK. Still talking about the Ekweremadu's case. Apparently, the federal government think that there's something that they should do about it. Thank God it didn't happen in the motherland. Let justice prevail over there for us. For petrol scarcity, IP man begins strike in Abuja. Others over 50 billion naira claims. These are huge figures. Kaduna to recruit 10,000 teachers after sacking 2,357. 2,550 pilgrims may miss Hajj, operators cry. Senate confirms Buhari's ministerial nominees. The promotion of Osibajo and Aisha Barry's ADCs, it's this is the headline for today on Daily Trust. So just a minute to take that. There is growing disquiet among ranks of the Nigerian police force following undue promotions given to Ayola Oladuni and Usman Shugaba, the aides de camp to the Vice President Yemi Osibanjo and the First Lady Aisha Buhari, respectively. Both Oladuni and Shugaba were promoted recently to the rank of Assistant Commissioner of the Police (ACP) from their previous rank of Chief Superintendents of Police (CSP) by the Police Service Commission, with the recommendation from the Inspector General of Police Usman Baba. Checks by Daily Trust showed that the duo, who started their career in 2002 as cadet inspectors, joined the force with their senior secondary school certificates, while their colleagues with the first degrees who joined the force at the same time are still CSPs. Also, now we have a backstory as to why there are aggrieved officers, why this promotion has raised a lot of dust, and why they are complaining. And their complaint is solid. People that are more qualified on every level are not given the due promotion. And the ones two ranks higher, that's a lot, sir. That's a lot for people who would not even perform. And coming in a time where the police needs very strong reforming. Mr. President, you have to do better, sir, or don't make the situation of the country worse than it is already. I'm giving another shout out to my to the people watching online and to the people in the comment section. Good morning to everybody again. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to our Nigeria Watch family. Thank you for joining in today. Good morning, Idowu, Nico, Ajayi. We are greeting you right back. Bobby Ijeze, good morning to you too. Stanley Destiny, good morning to you. Kachi, I can see you here. Good morning to you too. Thank you for joining in today. Please follow up on the news I've shared the link in the comment section for as many that are interested in joining in today. Good morning, Osagunvo. Good morning to you. I hope you are well. Okay, we'll move on to the next paper. Tribune. Ortom Fayose Watson, PDP, Atiku's worries. Dr. Governor Ortom yesterday opened up a can of worm, and it was quite an emotional one watching his interview with Arise TV yesterday. It is Southern presidency or nothing from Fayose. Autumn blows hot over Atiku's failure to appease Wike. Presidential candidate has right to choose anyone. Group, are you still our national chairman? Owo massacre. Police apologize, says attackers will be arrested. I mean, I thought a while back the community of Owo said that they had apprehended the people. There was a video to support that claim that they had apprehended the killers of the Owo massacre. And few weeks later, the police will say they have not arrested anyone. They've not made any arrests to that effect. That's a ton of events. Are the authorities going to allow this slip like every other thing that has been going on in the community? Because these people were apprehended and they were handed over to the police, but the police have come out to say that they have not made any arrest to that effect, and now they're apologizing and saying that attackers will be arrested. So the attackers that was caught then, what happened to them? Where are they? Who released them? Train attack. Abducted passenger shot by terrorists in critical condition. Oh, that's sad. FG targets 3.8 trillion naira, 160 billion naira annual revenues from non-oil sectors. Terrorists are sabotaging power supply. This is from the federal government. What do you expect, sir? When these terrorists are caught, you keep giving them pardon, you keep rehabilitating them. Of course, you are empowering them. Mr. President, sir, I think you've come to that place where you can no longer disguise. Your agenda are becoming more and more clear. They are getting clearer by the day, and it is frustrating. The same people you are rehabilitating are the same people that are going back to cause mayhem. Where are the people of the Owo massacre that was arrested? Where are they? Where are they? You are pardoning these people. FDI's lawyers for his defense. That's Ekorimadu. Again, reps reintroduce controversial water resource bill. Court restrains Oyo Assembly from removing deputy governor. Oh, so that's a win to the deputy governor. Sanwo-Olu unveils digitized container classroom. 13 outstanding Lagos teachers get new SUVs. Oh, that's well done to those people. Forecasting FG pays marketers 7.1 billion naira, bridging claims of 2.7 billion naira freight differentials. Federal government, you guys like to do things at the last minute. The queues are You know, diesel, petrol, these are our major source of power. These are our major source of power. Um, the light holders, the Ikeja electronics, I don't know what you have in your state, but these people, they are not our major source of power. So the federal government should not even let it get to this point where we become stranded. You know, when this thing becomes scarce, it affects everything because people majorly run their businesses on either diesel or fuel or or crude or what have you. So you shouldn't get it because it's going to distort and it's going to interfere with people's day-to-day earning, their lives, and all of that. Nigeria. Buhari's government, you have really dealt us a big blow. I'd like to say good morning to the first panelist we have here. Hello, good morning, Mr. Tupac, I suppose. Please unmute yourself and let us know where you're joining in from.
Good morning, Emma. Is brother nice? How are you?
Brother Nice, good morning, sir.
You don't laugh.
Thank you for joining us today. Please follow the
You're
story.
welcome.
We'll get back to you.
All right.
Okay, sir. Our next slide is going to be from the Guardian. I think today's news is we are going to be talking about PDP majorly, majorly. PDP, the chaos happening in PDP right now. They're in the news for very wrong reasons. PDP are always in the news for very wrong reasons. Anyways, here we have Rupas in PDP over calls for IU's removal, Wike shabby treatment. A good number of the people in the PDP, People's Democratic Party, are calling for the removal of the national chairman, which is Ayo. They said that he has not handled the transitioning of okay, so there was an in-house vote of who should be the vice president, who should be the running mate with Atiku, and the House. A 17-man committee came together, was established, and out of these 17, 14 people picked Governor Wike. And in what seemed like a turn of events, Atiku ended up picking Okowa instead of Wike. This has caused chaos in the house, being that Wike not just a party man, but he has been a strong party man. He has been strongly and involved in the affairs of his political party. He has been loyal, he has been faithful, and they're playing him this way. A good number of people are saying, no, this is unacceptable. We are not going to take this. But Ayo is saying that the presidential candidate picks whoever he wants. And some are saying that's not the way to go about it. Well, while he is still sticking to his guts, and now people are coming out to say, people of PDP, of course, they are coming out to say that they are clamoring for Ayo's removal as the national chairman, being unable to handle this situation well. Moving on, please. State healthcare budget dipped from 11 to 4.65%. State healthcare, whoever is in charge of this, remember where your brother is. Tomorrow it could be your turn. Not necessarily has to do with the healthcare, but any other place. It's going to be your turn tomorrow. So whatever you're doing, keep at it. Worries over growing population of street children in Cross River. Igini fires back at opposition youth seeking his redeployment. Civilian JFT leader, residents, 7 terrorists killed in gun duel. God help Nigeria. Nigeria records staggering upsurge in mass killing, violation against kids in conflicts. Drama as Okorocha dares Lawan at plenary. Good morning. Welcome, Mr. Omoruyi. Welcome, Mr. Lego. Please unmute yourself. Let me know where you're joining in from. Mr. Omoruyi, please.
Good morning, Zakachi.
No, my name is Ima.
Ima, good morning to you. It's a delight to be on the show. I'm joining from the United States of America.
Okay, thank you very much for having us, sir. We'll get back to you, please.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Lego, Mrs. Lego. Could you please unmute yourself and let us know where you're joining in from? And we also like your name, please.
Yeah, thank you, Nigeria Watch. I'm also joining you from United States. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us. I will get back to you briefly. Please follow the news. And our last paper for today would be Punch. Wike Okowa scams clash as Ortom Fayose threaten Atiku's bid. So, people, this will be our topic for discussion today, of course. What is happening in the PDP camp? A good number of them are saying that the way that Atiku treated or dumped Wike for Okowa wasn't a fair play, and they are not standing for it. So even in the house, a good number of them are not supporting PDP as it is, are not supporting Atiku as it is. But then again, they have to be lawyers. They have to be loyal party men against any other personal vendetta or emotions. They still have to. But it's quite brazen that these people are speaking up. Well, the ones speaking up have always been known to be the ones who would speak up on the norms on things like this. Anyways, let's read out the headlines. Picking Okowa undemocratic. Only God can tell me to support Atiku. That's from Ortom. Atiku should reach out to Wike Rivers, PDP. No going back on Okowa, says aide. Fayose demands Southern presidency, says PDP constitution backs power rotation. Okay. Negotiator says abducted train passenger shots. Families beg reps. Popular US musician R. Kelly backs 30 years for sex trafficking. Grid collapse. Terrorist sabotaging rehabilitation efforts, says FG. This is of all the news that we have here today, I think the one where the federal government are coming out to say that the terrorists are sabotaging rehabilitation efforts. What do you expect, sir? What do you expect? What you are expecting them to be what? Better people. These people are animals. They are blood sucking animals. And you are rehabilitating them and sending them back to where they are coming from. And you are coming out to say that I'll try to keep my opinions to myself and allow you, my panelists, dissect these topics that we have here today. We are going to be playing a video for you shortly. But before we do so, I want to plead with everyone you're watching live on the comment section. Please like this video, share this video, invite someone, invite a friend to invite a friend to invite a neighbor, invite, share. Let's have a community of people from around the world hear this. This is a platform that allows people to air their opinions and share their grievances. This is where we come together and dissect whatever these people give to us. And this is where the truth is said. Please share. Please share and like the video too, so that this video can, go around. We need the likes. We need it for this video to go around. Good morning to Mr. Ncbd. Welcome and thank you for joining us. On the screen, we have our headline topic for discussion today: Wike Okowa's clash as Ortom Fayose threatens Atiku. I'd like to give you a backstory. I
Good
watched.
morning.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining in today.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Please mute yourself. We'll get back to you. I
Okay.
watched the interview yesterday of Governor Ortom. Okay, um, Governor Ortom is coming out to say that the killings in Benue State are done by these Fulani herdsmen, and nothing has been done about it. He has been crying, he has been seeking for security summits, but the presidency, they've turned a deaf ears. Nobody wants to act, nobody is doing anything about it. and he is really displeased about it. And now the problem he has now is voicing out because you see, um, now the person that is party, their frontline, their the flag bearer for PDP presidential candidate, is a Fulani man. And he strongly has a problem with that. He believes and is sticking to it that there is a Fulani agenda to colonize the country. And that is why the killers are not just Christians, but Christians and Muslims, whatever, whoever you are, as long as you are not of them, they are killing and they are trying to take over Nigeria, and that this sitting government is yet to carry out their plan, and that is the only agenda of Mr. President, the sitting president. And now he has a problem with that. Now there was an unfair play by removing Wike from the vice president slot to picking Okowa. He's also saying that the way they went about it is totally wrong. He is very loyal to Wike, not because of anything, but because Wike is worth it. Wike has been there for him. The attempt to kill him that was done severally in a state, Wike was one of the people that came through for him for every time this happened. So he already knows that there is a plan against him because he speaks out and because he's not one of them. He said he will never trade his people over any political agenda. And so because of that, he has been experiencing shortage of funds. Even the banks will not give him loan to offset payments and all of that. That he has been fighting all of these things. And he has a problem with what is happening because it was among the 17-man committee that was set up to pick a VP, to select a VP for Atiku. And they all agreed, 14 out of 17 came together and agreed anonymously that Wike would be the best man for that, to balance everything. And because of how much investment he has, and because they know that if we are going to release in another Fulani, we might also want to release have some other person who is outspoken and truthful and is there for the people. And with the way, after everything, they submitted the names, and just when they thought that that was going to happen, the article picked Okowa instead. Now, a good number of them are saying that was not a fair play. While Ortom has a problem with vying for another Fulani president, which he thinks this is another person who would come and give pardons to these people. They've not done anything about it. He said he had spoken to even this article, he has spoken to the presidency, he has spoken to the people in government that they need help, but nobody is answering. So he has a problem with this, with a Fulani man coming. But then again, he has to be loyal to his party. He says that if God tells him to be loyal to Atiku, then he's going to support Atiku's presidential bid. My people, that is what we have today regarding the video is going to be coming right up. That's what we have today, and that is our topic for discussion today. Do you think that Autumn is right in his submission of wanting to choose Wike over Atiku? And we are going to come off personal grounds come off emotions. He is saying that this Fulani herdsman has dealt treacherously with him and with his people. So he doesn't think having another Fulani president is going to do the nation good. Brother Nice, you have the floor to make your submission, please.
Yeah. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I have to express myself with English because this issue I have to speak broken because this issue is more than English. You understand? It's very complicated. You understand? The last time when we were speaking about what happened in Owo, I make a reference to this governor. This governor, he's been outspoken for a very long time about what is happening in his state. And this brother counter me that no, he did not say anything like that. You know, so thank God now this man came back again to start what he was preaching for a very long time. This man has been facing injustice because of he is very outspoken from this government. You know, whenever this man said the truth and what is happening to his state, what is happening to his people, this Fulani government, they always stigmatize him. That's the reason why the rest government are afraid to react for what is happening in their state, because they know that if they don't stay loyal to this government, whenever you touch Fulani, this government will stigmatize you. That's why the rest governors are scared. Even though they keep people in their state, they don't care. They will silence because they don't want this government to stigmatize them. You understand? This is what this man has been facing for so long. Where this brother was countering me that day, I tell him, go and look at this man previous video to see what this man has been saying. You know, for real, I'm very, this thing always make me go to my feelings whenever I'm speaking about this situation. This man is suffering. The rest governor and the presidency, they turn a blind eye to the cry of this man. It's only Wike that always come to this man's rescue. Only Wike. Because of their political interest and ambition, all of them turn a blind eye to what is happening in Nigeria. They will keep people in Edo State. Our governor will say nothing happened. They will keep people in Ondo State. Those ones will turn a blind eye because they don't want to touch Fulani government. You know. Okay, look now. Look the news that just.
It's not live for now.
I'm sorry.
Hello?
Please go on, sir. Please go on. Sorry about that.
Okay. Look at this thing now. What happened in Ondo State? After that massacre, the police could not go after these killers. Omotekuna went after them. Omotekuna arrested them and brought them to police for them to face justice. The police that came out and tell us that they are still looking for the killers. This one have not tell us the agenda that is going on in this government. Our president have give all our security outfit instruction direction that whenever they arrest these people, they should free them. That's the reason why when you brought any Fulani to our police will say that they are not the one that commit the crime. When you take them to soldiers will say the same thing. Because that directive is coming from the presidency. You people should know what is going on in that Nigeria. All these things, I have seen it for a very long time. Maybe the people that are still there, they are sleeping. This one is very clear. Nigerians, we are not fools, we are intelligent people. This problem is coming from power. You understand? Because they are the same race. They will not do them anything until they will wipe the rest tribe away from Nigeria. That country will belong to Fulani, and the rest Fulani from West Africa country. Nigeria will become the country of Sudan and all those people. This Fulani from those countries will belong to them very soon. The rest race, they will wipe them away. Let us ask ourselves, where is the Hausa race today? Hausa race have been taken over by Fulani. There is no Hausa anymore. So all these things, we have seen them for long. We should not be hypocrites in Nigeria. You understand? These people,
thank you very much.
They know what they are doing. If we know what is good for us, we should avoid Fulani in presidency. If not, this disaster will continue. I will come back again. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that submission, Brother Nice. Mr. Amorui, kindly unmute yourself, sir, and make your submission.
All right. Thank you, Emma, once again for having me. My pleasant greetings to our viewers across the globe. We love you so much. We hold you in a very high esteem. You're the reason for this show every day. Without you, we cannot be talking to ourselves. Greetings to my fellow panelists. I want to dwell on the PDP inter-party squabble. I want to say categorically, like I said yesterday, that it is self-inflicted and it will have been avoided. I also thank God that they're having such crises. I see it as the hands of God. I see it as answers to prayers to the people of Nigeria that have been taken for a ride for too long. The crisis they are having at the moment is a blessing in disguise for Nigeria. In as much as I don't want the APC to remain in power, I don't want them to be compensated for the atrocities they have committed against the Nigerian nation, against the poor masses of Nigeria for the past 7 years. It's also disheartening and disappointing to see that the PDP has refused to learn from their impunity over the years. Between 1999, when 1998 to 2015, when PDP were in power for 16 years, it was impunity from one impunity to another. There was never a semblance of eternal democracy. I could remember vividly where the then sitting President Olusegun Obasanjo, came out publicly to say politics was a do or die affair. So it was all about ringing to the extent that people, gave up. They felt their vote was no longer important. There was a voter party. People decided not to vote anymore because there was no need to do so. Whether you vote or not, they would declare the wrong persons. PDP sowed the seeds of the evil, the political evil seed that is destroying the nation today. So a lot of people got tired. That was what gave Buhari opportunity in 2015. It's not as if Buhari was actually a messiah, but people just wanted a change. A change. Any other person, but not PDP, but not a Jonathan, because of the impunity, because of the corruption inherent in the system. PDP will tell you go to anywhere, wherever you go there. They didn't feel there was any opposition. They will boast to you that they were going to rule the nation for 60 good years. So Nigerians were tired of PDP evil manipulation. So having brought APC on board, thinking APC would be a better alternative, little did we know that APC were going to become the worst monster that will haunt us in this regard. I want to restrict myself, having given you that historical perspective. I want to restrict myself to the current crisis rocking PDP. It's good the Benue State governor is raising alarm. But sometimes when they raise alarm, they pray to God. I wonder the kind of God they pray to. If it's the common God, all of us, the universal God, all of us know, or they have their own God of politics. When it is not good for them, they shout God, they pray. When it's going rosy for them, they don't care about the people. They don't care about the masses. The current chairman of the current national chairman of PDP, Yocha Ayu, and the current chairman of APC, they are the greatest dangers we have today as far as eternal democracy is concerned in Nigeria. These people have succeeded in taking us 30 years backward from the little achievements we thought we have achieved in terms of eternal democracy. And don't forget, if you don't have eternal democracy, you cannot expect a better governance. You cannot expect better people to be voted into power, because the way you go about your primaries, if you get it right within the realm of internal democracy, the spillover effect is that people will have the best people to represent them, both in the House of Assembly, both in the local government level, both in the National Assembly. And before you talk about this presidency, when people are given opportunity, fair play, when the people are given a fair, equal opportunity to make their input into who represents them, such representative will have no option than to be accountable to the people. By the time you allow people to, by the time the parties lack internal democracy, the vagabonds will come to power at the detriment of the people. The meritocracy will be uttered, for whoever that can afford the dollar and the pounds. We are weaknesses to what played out in their national conventions. But like I said earlier, I think this is good for Nigerians. And this is the only way PDP and APC can be defeated. Because, number one, PDP shot itself on the foot for jettisoning their, for reneging on their zoning principle. Since 1999 to date, PDP has decided de facto to create a sense of belonging to all the geopolitical zones by rotating presidency between the North and the South. But in this very era, in this political dispensation, to our greatest surprise, they have to renege on that strong principle. That principle was good for everybody. For Nigeria being a multifarious ethnic society. So, if you give opportunity with the rotation, 8 years for the South, 8 years for the North, people were, it created a sense of belonging to every section of the country. So, when they had his national chairman in the North, everybody expected the presidential candidate to come from the South. Wike shouted. Wike did, he tried his best. They came together. They had a meeting at Asaba. The current VP, my presidential candidate, was the chairman of that occasion. They call it Asaba Declaration. They stood their ground assiduously. They shouted that there was nothing that would make them go for VP. What they wanted was the presidential slot, which was actually their opportunity going about the zoning arrangement. But little to do, that they were all shouting for their selfish interest. Even the wicked that shouted that he never wanted VP vice presidential slot. Yeah, in as much as I don't like his style of politics, there are certain things you cannot take away from Wike. When the likes of Atiku, Abubakar, Bukola Saraki, Kwankwaso, and about 7 other governors left PDP in 2014 to go support one of their Fulani brothers, Buhari, to come to power. They abandoned the PDP. Wike was one of the sole financials of major financials of PDP. He was the one that was able to galvanize the party to make sure they did not go underground or did not go into political oblivion. He tried assiduously, he tried the best he could as a human being, as a leader, to bring the pieces together. So that was why when Atiku came back in 2019, Wike was vehemently angry. He did everything humanly possible to resist an Atiku becoming their flag bearer. He said he was of the opinion that you cannot continue to leave the party every time. You destroy the party for an APC to win. You gave the opportunity to an APC for a Fulani brother to win, like Buhari. Now you're coming back in 2019, not just to be a member of the party. You coming for the ticket, it's not going to happen. So he did not hide his feelings. He did not hide his outburst. He did not hide his resistance. He opted for a Tambua who was a much younger candidate. So,
sorry, I'm sorry to cut you in. Please, you have a minute to wrap up so we can go to other people. We'll still come back to you to conclude on your submission, please.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Iyocha Ayu, let me conclude in 1 minute by saying Iyocha Ayu is a potential danger to democracy, and the wicked that was fighting too. There is a limit to which you can go. Whatever you do on this, I try to do within the limit of human decency. He wasn't fighting for his people. You cannot like your party more than the people you are representing. Everything about Wike is a power. PDP, at the detriment of the people. Now, they have shown him how they roll in the Fulani hegemony. They have given him bruises, from the presidential contest. He lost the presidency. Apart from losing the presidential slot, he also lost the VP. Now, he initially said he wasn't interested in the VP. The way he's going about the VP right now shows that he was attacking everybody just for the VP, for him to get the VP. You can't be fighting everybody. He went into that contest, a divided house. He was fighting everybody. Right. He should blame any other person than himself for losing out in the presidential contest. I will stop there for now. When I have an opportunity, I'll have more to say on this issue. Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much for that submission, sir. Please, my people, just watch this video.
And in Benue said it will be done. Unfortunately, I have consistently accuse the federal government for being complacent. And I have proof to show to the entire world that federal government is complicit. Tell me, even me as governor of Benue State, attempted assassination was done on me for more than 1 year. Up to today, no culprits have been brought to book. And as I talk to you, even those that I was told as governor of Benue State that they were arrested, they have been freed. These are Fulani herdsmen or militia who were arrested, and they have been freed. The person they are prosecuting is my cousin and a Jukun fisherman who had no link with what happened to me when I was attacked more than 1 year ago. So this is the challenge that we have. The day that the federal government wants this insurgency and killings and invasion and taking over of land by these Fulani herdsmen, any day that the federal government wants it will stop. But for now, I accuse them to be complicit because severally I have provided a solution and say that the way to go, can we have a security summit where Samuel Ortom will be there to talk about the facts that are available in my own state? And then we can listen to other states who will tell us what has been going on in their state. And then we'll try to provide a solution if the federal government wants that. So today, I want to say that the federal government is complicit, and until they are ready to work with us, but because it is a planned agenda over 200 years ago that they have planned to take over Nigeria as their country, and it will continue to be. Whatever people say about me is immaterial, but I say the truth. And anybody who thinks that I'm not saying the truth should come out and profile a superior argument on what I'm saying. Today, it is a very big challenge. It is a problem. And without security, there is no way we can move forward in this country. And so, I still want to insist that federal government is complicit. And I stand on that. And I have proof. If opportunity is given to me today that I'm talking to you, in the next 15 minutes, the program will be over. But if they call a security summit, which I have been advocating since 2017, if they will call, I'm ready to provide.
People, our fathers, our political fathers, fathers of the nations, they are complaining. The other day, the governor of Zamfara State came out and said that the people of Zamfara should start bearing arms. They should protect themselves, and that's not the first time he will be saying that. He keeps saying it. He's been saying it for a long time. We know that Governor Ortom has not been quiet about the insecurities in his state. We also know that Governor Wike, there are very few bold and brazen ones who are coming out to say, I think this is a wake up call. Although this wake up call is coming rather late, very, very late, but I think we all need to wake up with the youth, with the people, the citizen, whatever age, as long as you are still alive and as long as you have people here, you have relatives by blood or by hair, however way you are connected to those people. I think we have to put our hands together and read the handwriting on the wall, even the ones that are not written yet. I think it is clear for us to see that there is something much more than meets the eyes that is playing out there. There is an agenda here, of course, that is playing out there. You've heard from Governor Autumn. He is not going to bring out non facts. He is going to bring out facts to talk about. My people, what do you think? This is what is happening around us. Even if you are not in Nigeria, it is affecting you as a Nigerian wherever you are. Mr. Charles, thank you for joining today's broadcast. Please unmute yourself and make your submission.
Thank you, my sister. Good evening from
Good
here.
evening, sir. Good evening.
Uh, honestly, all that is happening in Nigeria, honestly, to me, sometimes I became tired of talking about all this because I know this is a plan. This is a long time planned something that is happening now. We all know, but just that our leaders, most of them from the southern Nigeria, I don't know why they are doing this. I don't know why they have kept quiet. Watch their people dying every day. Watch their people being massacred every day. Watch their people being raped. Watch their people, they cannot go to the farm. We are no more talking of employment. But this little one we can do for ourselves, these guys have decided to just, what is important today is their political relevancy. Eh, the daughter of Afere was killed. Tinubu is contesting for presidency today. But to condemn what happened, he didn't condemn. All he was referring what happened, using Evans to refer what happened. And there are so many like him. Do I talk of the southeast, where they install hopefuls of them, and using him as a tool to massacre the youth, kill the youth at. You see, before Buhari came to power, if every Nigeria will tell themselves the truth, these guys Fulanis, if I say the Fulani elite, I don't know if it is a cult that they can never, will never eh, disagree with their own, no matter whatever. Even if they are doing evil, they can never disagree with their own. Before Buhari came to power, Nnamdi Kanu made mention of all that is happening today. He made mention of it. If they are not holding this guy because of all the announcement he was making in London, this that. They are holding him because before this thing started, he made mention of it. But people were like, who are you? It is happening today. But what is paining me most is that our leaders have kept blind eyes in all this because they want to go to Abuja. Governor, your people are being killed. What you are interested is after my tenure, let me go to Senate in Abuja. What are you going to do there? Your people are being killed every day. Fulanis are being. Buhari came to power. Nigerians and first he appoint all the military chiefs, Fulanis. Most of them are Muslim. Go to 19 northern states. More than 10 governors are Fulanis, and the remaining 9 states, if or less than that, go there. If Buhari wants to appoint anybody, any office, any exalted office, he will go there and pick a Fulani. They are empowering their people, and this is what they want to do to concerning Ruga, to install all the Fulanis all over Nigeria, so that if anything they will use them. Like imagine they install a Fulani in Imo State, and if Fulani begin to claim an indigenous of Imo State, and the Fulani is the president, they want to install a Fulani. They want to appoint a Fulani. They want to appoint somebody from Imo State in Abuja. They come to Imo State and appoint a Fulani who is an indigenous of Imo State. Will you say that he is a Fulanese? He's an indigenous of Imo State. This is the game they are playing. They want to use and take over Nigeria as they use it and take over North. And then today, the Hausas have been emasculated. They cannot talk. They are using that game to make sure that they took over Nigeria, and our people are blind. Nobody wants to talk. Our politicians are blind because of their families and their. Even if we are dying, it's not their business. If anything happens, their children and they have a passport to other countries, and then their wives, they don't care if we are dying or not. Our mothers are being raped. They don't care. So, my dear, this, I don't know, only God will save us, except we, Nigerians, indigenous Nigerians, wake up. We wake up and say no to this. Even if even if we will die, let us die. Let all this thing come to an end. That's the only way. But if we are watching for these guys to do anything, they will continue. Fulanis, they have agenda and they are working hard to achieve it. They are using police, they're using military to do. Now they can say it open that these guys, they are not going to, because using their own people is not going to be easy for them. Now they have infiltrated the military. They are going to use the military to come after the southeast, to come after the other southern Nigeria, which they are doing. Arrest a Fulani man today, you know what will happen. A Fulani man will be carrying AK-47. Arrest him and take him to the police station. The governor Ortom said it. Governor of Bayelsa State, somewhere, I think Bayelsa State or Akwa Ibom, he said they arrested Fulanis with AK-47 with the fake army uniform and take them to police. What happened? They released them. And a southerner carry knife. See what will happen to you. They will call, they will blackmail you. You will become a criminal. But their own are going free. All these things, it can never stop. Except that's why sometimes when people are shouting, let us go our separate ways. Sometimes I don't want this, but I begin to see reasons with them. Because if we continue like this, what will happen will continue to happen to these guys. They did what they did to us, what they did to the houses. Because that's
Okay.
their agenda.
Thank you very much for that submission, Mr. Charles. We have to go to some other person. But before we do, I'd like to give a shout out to the people in the comment section. Thank you guys. Keep the comments coming in. I'll be reading out the ones that I need to read out here. Thank you. Please like this broadcast and share and invite someone to join us here as we preach or discuss about the things happening in Nigeria. Before we go on to the next panelist, I would like to play a video supporting the one I just played of Governor Ortom. Please listen carefully. This video dates back to a year or two. Please listen. Thank you.
And the truth. And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks. Okay. Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They are already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They are everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD from Oxford University. I'm a central banker. We don't talk nonsense. So don't joke with what I'm telling you. I have this from the highest possible authority, higher authorities of some of the commanders of the killers and Boko Haram.
You said northern governors, past or present, Dr. Badaya?
No, current. No, they said one of them is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. One of them. And they are not looking for money. They have more than enough money. In fact, he told me they just came back from
support the other video that was played earlier. That was just to support the other video that was played earlier. Now, this is a repentant, so to say, Boko Haram member that one of their leaders, rather, so to say, that was caught and rehabilitated. And this is one of them that is coming out to spill all of this, that there is an ongoing agenda playing out in Nigeria by these people. And, from the outcry from these governors, we can't help but touch light on insecurity now. And we need to ask Mr. President lots of questions. Why do you keep freeing these people? The Owa massacre, these guys were caught. These guys were caught. So what happened to them? The police has come out to say they have not made any arrest. We cannot allow these things to always be swept under the carpet. This enough of the bloodshed. It is going. See, they've left the north for a very long time. They've penetrated into other states. They are everywhere now. I don't think we need anybody to tell us to carry arms or not to protect ourselves. We have come to that place where we are protecting ourselves, but how much more can we do if by the time they are caught? Because the next thing to do would be to call in one of the security operatives, either the police, the military. You call on the one closest to you, and the police cannot even touch these people. Once they get arrested, they get released immediately. Mr. Ogboski, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Can you unmute yourself and let us know where you're joining us from and make your submission regarding the insecurity in Nigeria as a whole, based on the videos that you've watched so far? Mr. Ogboski, you're not ready for us? Okay, we'll move. If it's not ready, we'll move to someone else. Mr. Ogboski, can you hear me?
I think he's muted.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me, Mr. Ogboski? Good day, sir. Okay. Let's go back to Brother Nice. Brother Nice, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here with you.
Okay, I haven't watched the videos, the two videos that was just played. What's your submission? What do you think?
Sorry, Ima. Let me ask: Are you? How is the? Are you going by the order of people that came in the show, or it's just random?
No, the other people that came in the show. Who is asking this question, please?
CBD.
Okay, the other
Because
people
I
that
think,
came in.
because you're going back to someone that spoke. That's what I'm asking. So I don't know. Maybe
Oh,
you.
Mr. Ogonski has not said anything. I stopped at Mr. Child before I played this last video,
No, I
so
mean
it's only
nice.
right.
You're going back to nice.
No, because Mr.
So
Ogonski did not pick, and that's like the last person down here. The one
okay,
person
okay,
just joined in here, so I had to go back to the first person. If
all
that's
right.
clear, sir, we would move on. Brother Nice, please, you have the floor to make your submission in 2 minutes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So, as I was saying, I said the most important, what they have to do now is they have people in Nigeria, they don't need to depend on Nigerian government anymore. They have to find a way to defend themselves. I saw a video when a pastor, after that massacre, when there were, I think it was a Sunday service, pastor went to church with his rifle. He was saying that before they will come and kill me, I will kill them first. So I think that is the best way to go. You understand? So all the people that are Christians in Nigeria, I urge them to do the same thing. Have weapons, protect yourself. That's the way to go in Nigeria. If you decide you want to wait for federal government, you know that all those ones that is in 6 feet now, they're not talking about rule of law anymore. The people that die in a massacre, like what my brother used to say, rule of law, rule of law. This what is their name, Fulani, if they are coming for you, they will not ask you if you know the rule of law. Some of them, they will say they are not mature enough to protect themselves. When Fulani come for you, you will tell them that you are not mature enough to protect yourself. So that country, I said it before, the better they know that is in the state of Somali, it's better for them that live in that country. The reason why I'm worried is because I have family there. You understand? I will not wait first for people or no people to come from neighboring country to come and slaughter my family before I will act. You understand? People should not sleep. Everyone in Nigeria should be at alert. These Fulani have invited their Fulani from neighboring country to come and start their caliphate business in Nigeria. You know, that man you just play his video. That man has been preaching about this situation before that man passed away. That man has been crying like Governor Ortom about this Fulani
Oh,
agenda in Nigeria before that man
oh,
passed away.
the man is no longer alive.
The man is dead. He was preaching after that video before that man late. He passed away.
Oh dear.
You know, this man has been saying the same thing. What governor? Oh no, I don't just know where to start from. You understand? You people should understand that as far as this Fulani is in power, the life of Nigerians are not safe.
That guy crying there was Melayo Obadiah, ex-governor, deputy governor of CBN.
Yeah, the man passed away after that video.
So that is to say that is solid information there. That is solid
Yes, now
information.
solid information. That man is not lying. That man himself is from the north.
Yeah.
The man have conscience. That is why he's telling Nigeria the truth. So
Okay.
this
Thank you
thing
very much.
is not a joke. This agenda is not a
It's not.
joke.
Do you think it is too late for us to act out? Do you think it is too late?
It's too late. Do you know that I was the first person that started at 2015? This agenda, I was telling some of my friends here. I said this Buhari that you people are praising is coming to accomplish this agenda that it faced to accomplish when it came as a military. I was the first person that said in 2015. I told some of my friends that was supporting Buhari when he was coming. Nigeria did not realize this. They were waiting for their Messiah that Buhari would take them to the I don't know. They think that Buhari is their Messiah.
Okay,
The
brother
man
Nice.
have
I'm sorry, brother
systematically.
Nice. I'm sorry. Please, we might just have 2 minutes per person to talk about this. Later by
Okay,
5 p.m., we would continue this discussion on insecurity. By
but I
5
don't know if
p.m.
I
today,
don't know
we would.
if I will be here.
Okay, now this is for every other person that is here, brother Nice. By 5 p.m., we have all the time to talk about this. You hear your grievances, your opinion, your own information, whatever it is you have, bring it to the table so that other people too can hear, learn, and be aware of what is truly going on in our country. Brother Nice, I'm so sorry I had to cut you because I'll be coming back to you. Mr. Ncbd, good day, sir. Please unmute yourself and make your submission.
Yes, thank you. Good morning. Now, let me just quickly say, let me see how fast I can be brief because of it's quite a lot. Uh, Let me start with Wike. You see, Wike, to be honest, everybody knows that Wike, it feels like he has been betrayed or subchanged or whatever. But if you look at it critically, Wike himself, it's either he was naive, or who is that, or he kind of let me just say he was what is that? Let me just say he was naive, because the man, number one, he was there shouting PDP, PDP, we must take power, we must take power. Who is interested in all that? Instead of you talking about what you will do, and all that, you're shouting, we must take power, give me the power, give me the power. Is that what people want to hear? So at the end of the day, he was concentrating on, and you see, this is the mistake many of the southern politicians usually do. They always feel like once they pander to the north, that somehow the north will just trust them and give them the power. I don't know whether people don't realize what is happening. You're seeing Just look at the trajectory of things. You're saying PDP have crisis. PDP have crisis only in the south. APC, you're saying they have crisis. They have crisis only in the north. So what does that show us? It's just the same old north versus south. So the APC governor, whatever politicians in the north, many of them are decamping to PDP because why? Their brother, their man is in PDP. These people don't care about political parties; they only care about their region or their agenda. So the APC has served its purpose for them. APC was a machinery to bring the current administration to power. So it has done what it's supposed to do. Now they've seen the other place, they are going there. And that's why people that are shouting Tinubu is just unfor they don't know what is coming. And you tell me if Tinubu will win the election with only the South or with only the Southwest. So, and that's the same thing with PDP. They're having crisis only in the South. Have you heard of a Northern PDP member decamping to APC? So that's just the thing that is happening. And for this Obadiah my laugh here, he said it. A lot of people have said these things. People like these people like Ojuk, all these people that said this, that have seen these things coming decades, over 50, 60 years ago. It's just that, we catch up late. People don't believe until they see. So now that people are seeing, they realize that a lot of the people that have saw these things coming long time ago, including Fela, all these people, that was one in everybody. We were there even joining hands to fight them. You come to the south, you see some other tribes is focusing, you're focusing your, because of your hate and maybe your jealousy of the Igbo man, you're looking at the Igbo man as your biggest problem, and somebody else that is coming from somewhere else, even outside the country, is coming to take over your land, and you're just there focusing on another tribe in the south. That I don't want this one, So we are not ready. A lot of us are not ready, and these things will continue until everybody understand that we are all having the same, we are all under the same threat. We are all under the same tree. And for Governor Ortom, whatever he's saying is truth. There's no doubt about that. But also, at the same time, two things can be true. What he's saying is the truth. He has been saying it. We are not saying, we are not calling. I've always maintained that I will never categorize the entire Fulani people, because I believe that some of the things happening is just by some of their political leaders that have this agenda. I don't think the common or ordinary Fulani man or woman is interested in all this grand conspiracy that these people are trying to create. So it's not, let's just focus on some of their elites or most of their political elites, But all the things that Autumn is saying, let him also look at the mirror. The Idoma people have been trying to be governor of, have been trying to govern the state for a long time. What did he tell them? That they should go and, if they want governorship, they should go and discuss or have dialogue and strategize with the thief. If not, so as much as you're shouting Fulani, also look internally and try to fix your own. Okay, the same Ayoche Ayu, is it not Governor Ortom that supported the man to be the chairman of PDP? The same man now that is there doing everything that Atiku wants him to do. So let us, we are not, sometimes we are not very, what he's saying is true. We're not going to take that away from him, because we are all seeing it. Anybody that is doubting that is just lying to himself. But at the same time, let justice, since we are talking about justice and the equity and fairness, let it be everywhere across the board. So that's just what I have to say on that. I think you're muted. I'm not here.
Mr. Ogonski, Mr. Okay, we might have to move on to someone else. Mr. Ogonski is not ready for us. Miss, okay, Mr. Ogbonski. Hello, Mr. Ogbonski. Do we have you now? Oh, yes. Mr. Ogbonski, I think you need to fix your audio problem because we've been calling out to you. We'll move on to Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles. Moving on to Mr. Ifine. Hello, Mr. Ifine. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Please unmute yourself and let us know where you're reaching out to us from.
Yeah, good evening from here.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Niger Ward, for giving me opportunity to lend my opinions. And thank you, the panelists. I want to say something, and what I want to say is that the problem Nigeria have is not only just Fulanese, but the problem Nigeria have is that they hate to hear the truth and they hate to support the truth. That is only problem Nigeria have. Now I want to go by. I saw some people they are saying that because of Governor Wike do this and Governor Wike do that, and also some people say that his concentrator is that he want to say they should give him power. Yeah, he's not campaigning yet. That is true. But if some reasons why some people may hate the man, this man is the man I know, and I am a full supporter of the man. Which is I believe if that man could have become the president of Nigeria, I believe all these killings will stop. That is the fact. And our people does not like somebody who can able to tell them the truth. You are wrong. And if he will tell you that you are wrong. And when you tell some of our people the simple truth in their face, they will take you as an enemy. And that is the problem we are having today. Some people are celebrating today that the man lost an election, and who also forget that what is happening today is Islamic movement, and they want to take over Nigeria. And the man is only person who I know and I believe 100% is the only person who even campaigning. Yes, he already lost. Who is campaigning that this cannot happen? Have you seen any of these people are telling they will be this, they will be that? Tell you they can able to stop Islamic movement. The man that CBN governor already, deputy CF governor already said, it will come to your doorstep. Our people should get prepared. Those who laugh the man, who laugh at Wike, say he have lost. Let them get prepared and get their weapon because the Islamic movement is coming to their doorsteps. So if also we want to put things together, we should also try to come together and know how we were able to defend ourselves, because I know that definitely then maybe Atiku Abubakar may win 2023 election, and even our Southern people are going to vote for him because of the hate they have for themselves. And some of our
Mr. Fine, Mr.
yeah,
Fine. So
yeah.
you are also agreeing to the propaganda that there is an Islamic movement. You know, they are trying to overthrow Nigeria to make it an Islamic country. Are
My
you
sister,
agreeing to that
it's not
agenda?
a propaganda. It's not a propaganda. That is the fact. Let us not run away from the
Okay.
truth.
So do you think it is too late for us to redeem our country back?
It's not still too late. We can still do something about it. And what we are going to do about it is let the Southerners, let us stop doing this south east, southwest, south south. Let us remove all this and call ourselves and south and come together and stand for our rights. And that is only going to be the way our people can be protected. But if not that, and those who are using state, I see one of my brother who said it's because of the jealous of Igbo. No, it's not about the jealous of Igbo. But if you want to talk about what Ejukwu did, if you talk because they hate Ojukwu already saw this in so many years, you also forget that those you think that hate Igbo, Ojukwu and Aguronsi stop them from not having their freedom. So if we want to say the truth, let us face the truth and say the truth and solve the nation problem. That is the fact. I don't believe to Nigeria to divide, because Nigeria is the giant of Africa, and I believe Nigeria have a potential to be one of the super power in the world if we come together and negotiate the future of our people. So my stand is that let us stop blaming somebody, and those my sister, mark this word and today's date, those Islamic movement is really is the fact is coming, and those are our people who betrayed Wike and who betrayed him, because many of our people betray, and those who also is happy. That Islamist movement is coming to their doorstep, and what they will do, they should get their weapon and wait, because you can never run away from the truth and for the fact. If you say that man, you hate him. You look at what happened in COVID-19 in that during of COVID-19. Listen to that CBN governor again. He said that time is when the Islamic movement or those Fulani people, they are distributing their people. But Everybody see that we can resist them. But you see also these our southern people, they call the man a harsh man. Why are you receiving why are you saying these people could not come to their set? But today what is happening, at least the state is one of the places who all this nonsense, and also those people are sponsoring the Islamic movement or the terrorists. They know if they also near him, as far as he's in charge now, he will there with them. And our people does not want to face the fact. They always hate when you tell them the truth in their face. That is the problem Nigeria have. So if we want to put to bring back this country together and protect ourselves, let us first and foremost apologize to each other and come together as one people. If we are coming to even to one people, not even like I'm an Igbo, I am not an Igbo, we come as a Southerner and we come together and face the truth so that we can able to protect ourselves, because definitely the Northerners may likely to vote for Atiku Abubakar, because I don't believe them who maybe some of them who will come say they supported PDP. It may be at the last moment they will also support themselves because they are already shown that many times. That is my
Okay.
opinion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ifine, for that submission. I really hope that we won't have a need to come back to the statement that you've made. I hope it doesn't get to that point where we would say, "Oh, somebody said this." Mr. Omobude, good day, sir. Please unmute your mic. This question is for you. Now, if you've been following the story so far, I wanted to ask, is it that PDP does not know of what is playing out for them to have Atiku as a flag bearer? One would think a prominent party like PDP would have the interest above anything else of the people, saying that the nation is in a very delicate season. You think that PDP should be among the people that would, pick a candidate that would help, represent the party, and of course that would do a good job, that will help to redeem, because as it is, the country is not even in the hands of our elites. The country is not even in the hands of Nigerians. The country is not the propaganda that is playing out in the country right now is not from home. We don't have this country as it is. Do you think that the PDP are playing unfair by having another Fulani man running as their flag bearer, and with what is happening right now, even in the party with what they've done to Wike and Governor Otom's submission, and the video that with the last video that was played, what's your submission to all of this?
All right, thank you for that question. Let me just say good morning to every member of Nigeria Watch and all the experts. I'm joining you guys this morning from Nigeria, particularly from Lagos, Nigeria. Now let me
Okay,
quickly say
Mr.
this.
Omobude, please, you'd have to speak up. You'd have to speak louder than that, please.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
All right. Concerning the issue of PDP, right from the day I was born, that I not begin to know the difference between left and right. Then, Hausa people never want an Igbo man. Neither an Igbo man never believe on Hausa people. Now, Hausa people should understand this, that Fulani have taken over their own part of region. Did you know that since the very day of creation, since the very day of Nigeria getting their independence, an Hausa man has never ruled Nigeria? I don't know if they are blind to see that aspect of it. An Hausa man, really of Hausa man, has never ruled Nigeria. It's Fulani man. Now, concerning Wike just got what he deserves. How could he be fighting against your own brother just for selfish interest? Wike got what he deserves. Now his eyes has begun to clear. Wike get what he deserves. Let me go further about Wike issue. Now, Fulani man coming in again. Though they are saying that they don't want Atiku, they don't want that. That is the answer. They don't know about the Fulani. And the answer people, the answer friends I have, they don't want Atiku, they don't want Atiku, they want Kokoso. Who is Kokoso? Kokoso is also a Fulani man. To be frank, to be sincere, Kokoso is also a Fulani man. Now, only one thing that we can do here.
Sorry to cut in, Mr. Omobude. You'd have to speak louder than that, please. Your audio is very low. We are struggling and straining our guests to hear you. Not everyone can afford to do that.
I don't know what I will do now because I have this tiny voice. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Okay, just try to improve and do better, please. And 2 minutes to please. We've come to the end of the show today.
All right. Thank you so very much. And let's talk about this south and southwest region. The only way to stop this Fulani movement is all the governors in south and southwest to come together to form one unit. All the governors in south and southwest to form one unit. How can one person defeat all the states in south? Buhari cannot defeat all the states in south. If only they can form one unit and say, let's say no to Fulani movement. Just because that they are just too loyal to Buhari. They are too loyal to him. Somebody is killing your people and you are loyal to that person. Is it wrong when they do justice in that moment once they were being caught? If you do justice in that moment, just tell him, man, when they come to your camp and say they want to, they won't look, they don't look to anybody's face. So they don't look to anybody's face. Once this issue should be passed across. Once you caught them, they should do justice to them. I blame the what is it called? I blame them so very much. They don't supposed to even tell the government that they are found people. Kill them immediately. So that by the time we begin to do this, then they will not know that these people have to wake up. This one that using has to rub our head that if they are the owner of this nation. I don't want to speak
Okay.
in anger this one because each time I speak about this, it's always tears in my eyes that our government in South Africa, they don't know what they are doing. Really speaking. Sorry to say that. Thank you, man.
Okay, thank you for that submission, sir. Please, when next you call into the show, please endeavor to be in a quiet environment, and your audio should be better. You know, we shouldn't have to strain to hear you. Thank you very much for that submission, and thank you for joining the show today, Mr.
Uh,
Amori. I'm coming back to you, sir. If you are still with us, please in
Yeah,
1 minute. Please, if you
okay.
please in 1 minute round up, please.
All right. Thank you very much. It is crystal clear. It's very clear to the blind and obvious to the deaf that Buhari body language is the grand. I mean, he has shown to be the grand patron of his fellow Fulani uh, killers. He has been tactically in their support. He has not hidden anything to show that he's supporting them from all indication. So we have to come together. On the board I was speaking on Wike, that guy used to be a regular face on this program. As soon as Wike lost, that was the last time we saw him. And it wasn't fair when it comes to we have to be united. Wike wasn't shouting for certain presidency so that the SAC could have it. He was shouting because of his selfish interest. And if you want to be fair, Ipoma has never been president since 1999. Now, Wike wanted the same presidency to come to the South and come to the South again. When Jonathan just did about 6 years, our Obasanjo did 8 years, Southwest. Jonathan did 6 years from South. Why couldn't Wike cooperate with our Eastern brother to solve the problem of agitation there? He wanted the thing to come to the South so he can come to him. As soon as he didn't get it, he started shouting, who is a fool? They cannot continue to fool us. They are shouting because they couldn't get it. They are not shouting because of equity, justice, and fair play. Wike is arrogant, he's a bully, and we don't need such a leader. We're not fools. He's shouting because he couldn't get it. He started by saying he didn't want the vice presidency. So when he lost out from the presidential campaign, he queued up for presidency. He won. But Atiku did not want somebody that cannot be loyal to him. And we don't even want, as soon as the PDP as a party get seen and renege on their principle of zoning, especially the likes of Wike and Co. to form a formidable point to say, no, on zoning we stand. So they cannot be crying foul. They cannot be crying murder when it's not benefiting them. We are not fools. We have our brains. Our politicians are selfish. They are selfish. It's all about them, their families, and their cronies. We are tired of them. We are tired of PDP. We are tired of APC. They should go to places and go to political oblivion. Nigerians have taken their destiny. We have woken up from our slumber. We are ready to take our destiny in our hand. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that submission, Mr. Omori. Like I said earlier, by 5 p.m. today, we would continue with this conversation and much more will be brought to the table. Mr. Lego, please make your submission in 1 minute, please. Okay, Mr. Nsibidi, are you there? Are you still with us, sir?
Yes.
Okay, please make your submission in 1 minute.
Good
Yeah,
morning.
Thank
thank
you.
you. Oh,
Who? Oh,
Uh,
let go. Okay, Mr. Let go, please, in 1 minute, make your submission.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know what I would say in 1 minute because I've been there even when people has spoken more than twice. So,
Oh, I'm so
but
sorry.
that's fine. Yeah, but that's fine. I'm trying to be obedient, so I'm fine. So what I want to say is this: to Islamize Nigeria is an agenda of Fulanis. Everybody knows that. So we don't expect more than what Governor Ortom said. That is the basically truth, and that is what is happening in Nigeria. But our political people we voted in the Senate, they are seeing this every day, but nothing is happening because they are all afraid. If I say something, they will come after my family. They will lay allegation against me. That is their fear. So in Nigeria today, what we need is a fearless leader. That's what Nigeria need. And it will start from the grassroots. Everybody have to defend themselves. You have to defend your house. You have to defend your mother. You have to defend everybody around you. That is the only way to go now. Okay? That is the way out. Because these Fulanis, they are everywhere now. And Buhari knows nothing has happened. Look at Kaduna, what happened in the railway. They are still hosting Nigeria. They are still holding Nigeria hostage. They know about it. Some, a lady even gave birth in this terrorist camp, and the government provided doctor, nurses that helped the lady. Still yet, they are holding our people hostage. So what are we talking about? Governor Autumn has said it over and over and over and over and over. My dear, we have to start defending ourselves in times of security. The Nigerian government will not provide any security to anybody. So defend yourself. So
Okay.
concerning Wike, because I feel sorry for Wike because the way people are seeing it, he is the kind of leader we need today. He is that kind of leader we need today because the Fulani people are putting themselves in the office. The chairman of PDP is Fulani. Their candidate is Fulani. The chairman of APC is Fulani. Their candidate is a Muslim. So what are we talking about? They have deprived us all our powers, all our resources. They hold it hostage. They bought our people that are supposed to represent us. People that are supposed to fight for the common man, they bought them with money. They shut them up. That is the problem we have. So we have to vote right this time around. But what I'm still saying, we should continue to shout on INEC so that INEC will be pressured to do the right thing. Otherwise, what will happen will continue to happen. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that submission, Mr. I would like to know your name, sir. Mr. Let Go. I'd like to know your name, if that's fine.
I said, Andrew,
Andrew, okay,
yes.
Mr. Andrew. Thank you very much for that submission. I was going to cut you right in because what you have to say is not something that should be said in a minute. Even better, my producer has called and has said that we'll be going live again right after this video. This is just a newspaper review where we discuss the headlines briefly until we meet in the evening by 5 p.m. But because of how dicey this and the fire that is in the PDP house, will be coming live again just immediately after this goes off. So please, as many that has not said enough, you don't go far. Just stay right here because we'll be coming back live where we have enough time to talk about this, and even much later in the day, 5 p.m. We'll still be live bringing more content to you. I'll be going to my last panel for the day, and that is Mr. Collins. It's good to have you today. Please unmute your mic and make your submission in 30 seconds, Mr. Collins.
My God, good evening, my sister.
Good evening, sir.
For me, I don't have much to say. I want to what the last caller said because he just said my mind. For me, talking about Wike, I just think that he got what he deserved. You know, when I mean people got what they deserve, he got what he deserved because these are the same people. Because they are all fighting for their own selfish interests, not that they are fighting for their own citizens. because this is Wike did what them promised him, because them promised him a lot of things. So he have to carry the Hausa Fulani leaders what they assigned him to do. When Wike started killing his own people, that shows you how length he'll be able to go to achieve this kind of power. So at the end of the day, they scam him because that is what he got. And if you watch, not only Wike, they scam even Omaya. They scam David Omaya because they promised him. So the same thing happened to Omaya. So, and when people begin to talk about equity and justice, people should begin to pinch themselves before they start pinching others. So, when the Yorubas come to when Obasanjo came, the Igbos, everybody supported Obasanjo. Even Alex Ekweme stepped down for Obasanjo. Then when Jonathan contested, all of the Igbos supported. Then now, if you are calling the Hausa people, said power should move to the south, and they keep asking you where is power moving to the south? So you can't be content power should moving to the south asking for justice and equity, where you yourself are not even practicing that equity. We should be realistic on sometimes when we talk. So if you are asking that equity, power should move to the south, power should move to the south, then you ask yourself, where is this power moving to the south? So if Rivers South have ruled Nigeria, vice president and president, then the Southwest have ruled Nigeria, president and vice president. So, but there is a one particular region there who haven't even tested the power. But you keep on, when Atiku, I see for me, when Atiku said the reason he came out to this election, because when they say power should move to the south, if they agree, the South people agree, say we are supporting an Igbo candidate. Now, okay, let Peter Obi, all of us are supporting Peter Obi. Then we are no southern, no southwest, no south is coming out for president. You will not see all this Hausa coming out. But because of we ourselves, because we are all coming for our own selfish interest, and when people begin to talk about the Hausa want to colonize Nigeria or Fulani wants to see, my brother, nobody is colonizing Nigeria. It's just because we have leaders who are there for their own selfish interest. Because those people are not pointing our leaders gun on head and say you must do this, because they go there for their own selfish interest. Because in the house you have to vote. So everybody, the northerners have 19 states. When you come to the south, maybe 17. Then, but when you come the middle belt, most of the middle belt, the Hausa people claim they don't even they need to stay on their own. So imagine when you come to the assembly, you begin to vote just that because of an average South people, everybody think that they are very wise, they are very learned. So when you see that a Yoruba man doing his own that is learned, you see an Igbo man doing his learned, you see a South doing his learned. So when you put three people who are captain into one ship, it's not going to work. So that is why, and Hausa people are taking advantage of it, because they know that these three people don't want to come to their senses and come together, because everybody is fighting for their own selfish interest. So and I think
Okay,
that is the thing. And when it comes to what the governor Ortom said, he has been
Otom.
saying this thing from day one, not today, even since last year. He keeps saying the same thing. I keep repeating. I said here before, you can't fight corruption when the leader is corrupt, because the leader of you can't fight insecurity too, because the leader, we all know who is agitating this insecurity. So it's not a new thing again. So that's
Okay,
my
Mr.
only
Collins.
contribution.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Thank
much for that submission. As I said earlier, please don't go off just right here, because we'll be coming live again to elaborate more on this very dicey topic, and much more is coming from our table. Mr. Nsibidi, I called on you
Yes,
before to make your 1 minute submission. Please do so in 30 minutes, sir.
thank you so much, my sister. But you see, what I was just going to say is what this my brother has tried to put in a different way. And there's that comment you had put up on the screen, I think by Mata someone. And that's exactly the response I wanted to give to the other brother that was trying to make a case for Wiki. But you see, my point is that we need to understand that the reason why these people can and might succeed in in taking over the South, whether politically or anyhow you want to put it, is because of they are capitalizing on this our individualistic approach and these divisions that we have in the South. Everybody is not united. Even the northern group, or is it Arewa or whatever, they came out and they said the Igbos, if you people are claiming that you've been changed politically and everything, then you should go and meet the other Southerners. Because when we keep asking them that who is the Southern candidate, everybody is coming up from with their own person from their own region. And you're saying so we need to understand that we need to first get ourselves to order in the south before we can be able to even face anything that is coming out, coming to us from, from another place
From
to maybe
anywhere else.
exterminate us or anything. So we need to
Okay.
understand that. And I'm sorry, Wike lost he shot himself in the foot from the beginning because the man did not, instead of him to focus on, he lost his political base, number one. He lost his political base by not, by trying to separate himself from the people that he would have, okay, did he want to count on only the Ikwere people of maybe 1.5 million population? So we need to understand that the man played naive politics and
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Insibidi. It is better that you have, you have a better lapse of time than me giving you 30 seconds to talk. If you just stay right here and don't go away from your screen, we'll be back here in another 30 seconds. And we have much more time to deliberate on this issue. So I am saying to each and every one of you, I have people in the comment section asking how to join into the live. If you go to the comment section, you will see a link that will be shared for the live. But you cannot join this one because this is a newspaper review and it is done from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. It is just an hour show and we always go over an hour. We have to try to stay within the hour. So keep a date with us, 9 a.m. Nigerian time. Tune in early enough, come in early so we can do something with 1 hour and I don't have to rush. I'll give you 30 seconds, I'll give you 1 minute. Say thank you to everybody on the comment section from Edoson one or more year to 2NG to Ugliha to Makirabo to Mommy Diaspora. You're the first person I see when I come on screen. Thank you very much for always being there, ma. Thank you to each and every one of you, to my panelists. I say a big thank you. I do love you guys, and I really appreciate that you take out time to be here to discuss these issues with me. It is always very lonely before you guys come in. Yes, I'm saying that. So please join in. Okay, on the comment section, we have the link already for this station. I'll be going off today right now. I'll come your way tomorrow again for newspaper review 9 a.m. People in the comment section, people watching live, thank you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We have to wake up and we have to demand our country back as it is not in the hands of either of us. And as someone said yesterday, we cannot blame anybody. We are all at fault, and this is time that each and every one of us will wake up to do this. Thank you very much to everyone that has participated. Please like this video, share this video, tell someone to tell someone, share this link on your social media platforms. Let's gain momentum here. This is a good platform. This is a worthy cause. So let's do this. Let's do this, my people. Thank you for being with me today. My name is Ima. I will come tomorrow again. For now, bye.